I've decided that what my new home is missing is a huge ass bookshelf, so let's make one. First, we gather the materials. We need wood and also a saw. And I was gonna get these white ones, but it turns out they're primed and not painted, so they have this like gross gunk on them. And so I decided it'd be better if I just painted my own. Or I've actually the wood has grown on me. We're getting a bunch, so we use the bulk price. My dad is picking the ones that have no knots. He says those are gonna be the best ones. Those are the ones we want. We needed 17 of those and 2 of the big ones. And now he's cutting so that it fits perfectly in my home. Even though the walls claim to be 12 feet wide, they're actually 11 feet and 10 inches. So we did 11 feet and 9.5 inches. So we had a little bit of room on each side for the crown molding and other such things. And then I had the job of measuring and marking where we're going to put pilot holes across all of them. We needed pilot holes so that we don't split the wood, so we drill where we're going to drill screws later, just like little holes, so that the screws don't make as big of an impact on the wood. So there's all of that. I am marking the holes, and then my dad is drilling through them, and then I am doing a countersink so that the nails are flush with the ground. And now we are assembling. So it turns out if you're going to do something exactly square with the home, you can't assemble it correctly. Especially because this part of the wall actually hits this. And so if we were going to lift up from the ground, it would have hit this. So we had to do it at an angle. So that's what's happening here. One thing about us, though, is that my dad and I are both control freaks. So we are just both getting in each other's way. But mostly he is doing the work and I am wood gluing and holding things in place. And then I'm spilling wood glue on the floor and he's getting a little stressed about that. And I'm like, it's okay. It's my floor. I can clean up the ground. It's okay. And he's like, there's wood glue everywhere. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I will wipe it up. It's fine. And it came off really easily with a paper towel.
So I was allowed to drill exactly 1 screw and I snapped the board.
Whoopsies. So now that we have the frame all set up, we must finagle it onto that back wall. It's very heavy, in case you were wondering, and I did not understand the vision of what we were doing. So we actually didn't need 3 people, but I thought we did, and I got confused. Anyways, we got it set up. It's all okay. We did great. I did very little, but we did get it done. Oh my god, it's so tall. It's gonna fit so many books. So before we secure it to the wall, he's actually using this cardboard to add some tension so that it is really secure and we're not wobbly anymore before we really tack it into place. And then once it's bolted to the wall, you take the cardboard out. And we are attaching these braces to the studs in the walls right there at the very top. Here he is tapping and finding the studs, as only dads can. And then we ran into a problem.
So we have the place where the stud is, but we can't drill down to secure the brace to the wood. We can only screw it into the wall.
I don't know what happened to the footage of it, but the solution was to hand screw it in, and it took a long time and a lot of force and effort, but we got it done. And then my dad cut 33 of these 27-inch shelves. And then I am marking more pilot holes. I have this tape at 1.5 inches in so that we have everything very even. And then every 12 inches, I mark a notch that I am going to drill in so that I can put the braces for the shelves. This was a very long process, but it was what I did most of, so go me. So we had to go back to the store and get more wood because there was some natural warp to the wood. So my dad had to custom make the shelves for that center piece because they needed to be a little bit bigger, but it's done and it's beautiful.